Hello friends, this is Mahesh Yolekar and you are watching Next Gen Maths. If you have not subscribed my channel then please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon of Next Gen Maths. In this video we are going to discuss the problem of CS Science 8 November 2020 problem of linear algebra. Example, if A and B are the real numbers, let rho xy equal to a square x1 y1 plus ab x2 y1 plus ab x1 y2 plus b square x2 y2 where x equal to x1 x2 and y equal to y1 y2 belongs to R2. For what values of a and b does the function rho R2 cross R2 to R define inner product? And we are given four options. First option, a greater than 0, b greater than 0. Second option, a b greater than 0. Third option, a equal to 0, b equal to 0. And fourth option, for no values of a and b. If you want notes of this solution, please visit our website www.nextgenmaths.com. In the description, link is available. Here we want to check inner product. So first we define the inner product. The function rho v cross v to R, where v is a vector space, will be the inner product if it satisfies the four condition. First condition, inner product x with y equal to inner product y with x. Second condition, inner product x plus y with z is equal to inner product x with z plus y with z. Third condition, inner product alpha x with y equal to alpha times inner product xy. And the fourth option, inner product x into x greater than equal to 0 and inner product x into x equal to 0 if and only if x equal to 0. So any function from v cross v to R will be the inner product if satisfy the four condition. So we are going to check all the four conditions for the given function rho xy. First condition, inner product xy equal to inner product yx. So xy is given, we construct yx, that means to construct yx we replace by x by y and y by x. Then we have a square y1 into x1 plus ab y2 into x1 plus ab y1 into x2 plus b square y2 into x2. But x1 and y1 are the real numbers, so x1 into y1 equal to y1 into x1, and with the similar argument these two sum are the equal sum. So inner product y with x equal to inner product x with y. So it satisfies the first condition. And similarly, second and third conditions one can easily check. Given function satisfy first three property of inner product. Now the fourth property, inner product x into x is always greater than equal to 0 for all x, and x with x equal to 0 if and only if x equal to 0. So first we find the inner product x with x. So just in the definition of x with y, y replaced by x. So we have a square into x1 plus ab x2 into x1 plus ab x1 into x2 plus b square x2 into x2. If we simplify, then we have a square into x1 square plus 2ab x1 into x2 plus b square x2 square. But this is nothing but the ax1 plus bx2 whole square, and this number is always greater than equal to 0. So it satisfies the first part of the fourth condition. Now the second condition, x into x equal to 0. So therefore ax1 plus bx2 whole square equal to 0. That means ax1 plus bx2 equal to 0. This implies ax1 equal to minus bx2. Now for which values of a and b satisfy this condition, we are going to check option one by one, because we are given the condition on a and b in the options. So first option, a greater than 0, b greater than 0. Then if we take x1 equal to b and x2 equal to minus a, so x equal to x1 x2 equal to b minus a, which is non-zero, but it satisfies this condition. That means if we put x1 equal to b, then a x1 equal to ab, and if we put x2 equal to minus a, then minus b into minus a equal to ab. So this ax1 plus bx2 equal to 0. In other words, inner product x with x equal to 0, but x is non-zero. For non-zero x, inner product x with x equal 0. So it violates that condition x with x equal to 0 if and only if x equal to 0. So first option violates the second part of fourth condition. Therefore, first option is not correct. Now the second option, AB greater than 0. So if AB greater than 0, so we can take this option A greater than 0, B greater than 0. So A into B greater than 0. So this example is also valid for the second option. And for the second option, we are able to find the non-zero x such that inner product x with x equal to 0 and is violate the second part of the fourth condition. So option number 2 is not correct. If take the option number 3, A equal to 0, B equal to 0. Therefore, for all x, that means we can take any x, this inner product will always be 0 because A equal to 0, B equal to 0, then it will give the 0. That means it violates the second part of fourth condition. So first three options are wrong, and so the fourth option is correct, which says that for no values of A and B, this will be the inner product. Thanks for watching. For more videos, like, share, subscribe, press the bell icon of next gen.